Hi there, it's Rob. Welcome to another one of our Camsys MagicQ tutorials. Today we're going to look at patching, which is the art of actually adding particular fixtures or dimmers to the desk so that they can be controlled. By default, no lighting desk these days usually has anything patched up to it, so normally you have to set the whether you've got dimmers or whether you've got moving lights or whatever, so that the desk knows that it's actually controlling something. We use the basis of all of our shows in the UT at the moment is the UT template show, which actually has all of the dimmers, all of the hot power, and the moving lights, spots and washes patched up, ready to go. Now, obviously, if you want to use a haze machine or if you want to use additional fixtures, sometimes at the moment the LED pars, you have to patch them up yourself. And this tutorial goes through how to do that. And what we're looking at the moment, if you're normally in your normal view, you will normally find yourselves looking at something like this on the MagicQ. What we're going to do is going to go over to the patch and look in the patch. So that means opening the patch window. If you remember, the window buttons are up on the top right hand side of the MagicQ. Open the patch and we can see in here that there's nothing in the patch at the moment. There's no dimmers, no moving lights, no anything. So the desk actually doesn't control anything at the moment. What I want to do is I want to patch up a single dimmer on DMX1, which would be the first control channel on the universe. The first thing you need to do when you're doing any patching operation is you need to tell the desk what it is you want to patch. And for we're just choosing to patch a dimmer to start off with, so I'm just going to hit choose dimmer. And what that's made sure is that up here it says generic dimmer.head, which is the file that the MagicQ uses to patch a dimmer. So the next thing we're going to patch is we're going to patch up that dimmer. Now, there's two ways of doing it. You can either type stuff here, you know, when you start typing things on the keyboard, it starts appearing in the command line, and then you can hit patch it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit patch it so that you can see the most important part of this patching operation is that we're in theatre mode. Because we're a theatre production course and we're learning about theatre lighting desks, the desk's set up to actually patch in theatre mode. So what it tells us we need to enter the head number at, and then the universe, and then the channel. Now, because we only use one universe and we're using universe 1, we don't really need to worry too much about the universe number, which is this number here, which in this case is 2. So we just need to enter up the head number, the fixture number, or sometimes on some other lighting desks what they call the channel, at, and then the DMX address. So I'm going to do 1 at 1 and enter. And what that's done is it's patched me up a single dimmer at head number 1 at DMX1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try that again. I'm going to patch up some more. So this time I'm going to go 2 through 120 at 2 and enter. And you see what that's done is it's patched me up 120 dimmers, all of which correspond to the relevant DMX addresses, which is also 120. So now I've got a whole UT's dimmer system's worth of fixtures. Now, if you want to patch up a smoke machine or something, you may want to choose two dimmer channels and patch up something so that they start maybe at DMX 501. Maybe the head number could be 500 or 700 or whatever, it doesn't matter. The head number is just the unique identifier of how you call up the smoke machine, so that when you type in 999 at full, the smoke machine comes on. So that's cool. So I've patched up my fixtures. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these fixtures so that we can get a nice clear screen again. And I'm going to patch up a wash 250 like the ones we have in the UT. So I've selected all these fixtures here. You can select one or a multiple number of fixtures, hit remove again, and then it'll ask me if I want to delete them, and I'll say yes. So what that's done there is it's taken those fixtures out, and I've now got a completely empty patch. What I want to do now is I need to tell the desk again that I want to patch up something different. So to start with, I'm going to go choose head, which is what the MagicQ and a number of other desks call like the fixture or the moving light type. So what I'm going to do is I'm opening up now, I'm looking for the manufacturer. In this case, we're going to do a Roby Wash 250. So I need to find Roby in the list. Now at the moment they're sorted alphabetically, but they may not be sorted alphabetically, so you might need to find Might need to just find out how that's done. The sort's done over here on this wheel over on the right hand side. So I'm going to go into Roby on the touch screen, and then I'm going to find Wash 250, which is down the bottom here. And then it asks me what mode I want to patch them in. Now, we use different modes, and the different modes use different numbers of DMX addresses. It's obviously very important that you get the right mode set on the fixture. So either the fixture's set in the right mode and you choose it on the desk, or you choose it on the desk and then you make sure the fixture's set in the right mode, as well as setting the correct DMX address. I'm going to use mode 3, which uses 20 channels, and now up here you see it's changed to says Roby Wash 250, and it says mode 3. So there's my 4 washes there. What I can do here, which is a bit cunning, is I can actually also say, for instance, call this upstage wash, give them a name. So I do upstage wash and enter, and then I select the other boxes and do downstage wash and enter. And now I can do a thing called auto groups. And if I do auto groups and do auto head groups, so as I'm not doing dimmers for the moment, when I go back to my default screen, you can see now not only has it created me a all wash group, it's also got the dimmer one because originally we had dimmers patched up, if you remember. It's given me a downstage wash group and an upstage wash group. Now if you went back through your patch of your UT show template and you named all of your fixtures in a particular way, so you named everything that was a cool wash, or all your gobo breakup gobo washes were named the same, you could then do an auto groups, and actually you wouldn't have to then regroup the fixtures afterwards when you came to some of the plot. Then you could then create your other groups as well. So that's quite handy. So just to recap then, what you need to do is you need to tell the desk what it is you want to patch. I want to patch a dimmer, and it tells me here that I'm about to patch a dimmer. You hit patch it. You can do the head number, so my head number for this example is going to be 1 through 120, and this time I'm going to do them at DMX1, and it's given me 120 dimmers. You can do the same with 1 dimmer or 5 dimmers or 120 dimmers in one go. So that now means when we go back to our default screen, we can do all dimmer at full. And then if we look in our programmer, you'll see we've got 120 dimmers there at full. So that's how you patch on a MagicQ. It's quite simple. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.